शून्यवादी पश्चात्देशधारिणी श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपदामहं ददातीश पदातिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगुणा रघुनाथानीतं तं सजीवम् सादितं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान् सगुण ललिता श्री विशाखानितांस हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कंचन गौरांगी राधा वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदानाय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिस्ये नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते चैतन्य चंद्राय ओम नमो भगवते चैतन्य चंद्राय ओम नमो भगवते चैतन्य चंद्राय। Hare Krishna, all honored devotees of this session, thank you for joining the class. I am offering you all to humble obeisances. So we are discussing very fantastic and very attractive conversation, transcendental conversation between Lord Chaitanya and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya being a very great scholarly Vedantist was delivered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he finally admitted that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none else than Krishna. It is his realization. So you should understand from his realization to apply in our devotional life. So we are discussing which verse?
20 completed.
Vishnu, which verse?
Prabhu, 120 completed.
120. 120 verse number. Now the Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is arguing for Vedantic study of Vedanta, because that is a religious principle of a sannyasi that he was arguing here. Vedanta Sravana ei sannyasira dharma. Vedanta Sravana ei sannyasira dharma nirantara kara tume. Vedanta Sravana. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is teaching Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So why you are a sannyasi? Why you are wandering here and there without studying Vedanta? So today onwards you read Vedanta. Right? because that is the duty of a sannyasi. So you have been misguided. Probably you have not accepted proper spiritual master, so you have been misguided. So I am now guiding you that you study Vedanta just now onwards. Prabhu kahe moro tume कर अनुग्रह sei se kartabya tumi ei more kaha. Lord declared, you are very merciful to me. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dealing with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. You are very, very merciful to me, and therefore I think it my duty to obey your order. So I am completely subservient, obedient to your instruction. Not accepting as your spiritual master, but as a sannyasi, Vedantist, I am following your instructions. Satodina Paryanta Aiche Karena Savane Bhala Manda Nahi Kahe Basi Mantra Sune. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very patiently and carefully hearing whatever Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was preaching, remaining silent, without any responses, comments, reactions. As our devotees are not giving any comments in this group, they are very patiently hearing, without giving any remarks, comments, suggestions, questions, nothing. Similarly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is hearing from Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya without responding to anything. So that surprised whom? Bhattacharya. 7 days passed. 7 days. And we all know that Parikshit Maharaj had Srimad Bhagavatam from Sukadeva Goswami for 7 days. Similarly, now Lord Chaitanya is hearing from Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya 7 days, but remaining completely silent. It is very interesting. Astma Divasa Tare Puche Sarvabhauma Satadina Kara Tume Vedanta Savana. Why you are remaining silent without giving any responses, any comments? It wonders me. I am becoming surprised. So he is inquiring from Sarvabhauma is inquiring from Lord Chaitanya. Why you are so much, because 7 days is already gone. But you have no reciprocation. Bhala manda nahi kaha. Rahamo na dhari. Bujho ki na bujho iha. Bujite na pari. You are not speaking anything. Whether it is touching you, whether it is bad or good, whether it is attractive or not attractive, whether my presentation is, as I am asking, taking feedback from you, how I am speaking. Is it touching your heart? Okay, many devotees are remaining silent. Under compulsion they are speaking. In fact, it is not attractive. Okay, anyway, that is going on. Similarly, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is inquiring from Lord Chaitanya. You are not speaking, you are not reacting to my preaching, my presentation. You are remaining silent. Whether you are understanding or not understanding, or you are not capable of understanding. But बुझो कि न बुझो, ये बुझीते न पारी. Whether you are able to, you are understanding, or you are not understanding, or you do not have any ability to understand. I am not knowing what is your situation. Prabhu kahe murkha ame तुम्हारा ज्ञान मात्र कहिए सब भावना. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is replying, I am murkha. I am murkha. I am completely full. Number one, Srila Prabhupada speaks. Full number one, the scientists who have erudite scholarship, hypotheses, without understanding the basic cause of life, who is Lord Krishna himself. But similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, have Vedantic study for a long time. तुम्हारा अज्ञाते मात्र करिए श्रवण. But by your order I am hearing. As you instructed me, I am hearing. I am full. I have no knowledge about Vedanta, what you are speaking. Mahaprabhu is saying. सन्यासी धर्म लगी श्रवण मात्र करी तुमी यही अर्थ कर बुझीते न पारी. Okay, as a duty of a sannyasi, I am hearing from you, but I am not understanding whatever you are speaking. Okay. It's very interesting. Because sannyasi, because now this Prabhupada is explaining, there are many Mayavadi sannyasis. They project themselves as Jagat Gurus. They proclaim that they are Jagat Gurus. But they do not know what is Krishna consciousness. They have no knowledge about Krishna. They are studying Vedas voraciously, but they are not understanding what the ultimate end of Veda. But the purpose of Veda, they do not know. But they proclaim that they are Shankaracharya. Sharika Bhasya of Shankaracharya means, what is the Sharika Bhasya of Shankaracharya? Shankaracharya commented upon Vedanta. Vyasadeva commented upon Vedanta. He wrote Bhagavatam. But Shankaracharya commented upon Vedanta. He wrote Sharirika Bhasya. Sharirika Bhasya means what? We are not these bodies, we are souls and will emerge into the presence of the Lord. Ultimately, Brahmanjat. Liberation. Shankaracharya speaks about liberation, which is philosophy. Sharirika Bhasya. Shunila Hoya Sarvanas. That has been commented by Shankaracharya. Not according to his desire, under the instruction of Lord Krishna. We learn in the forthcoming verses why Shankaracharya commented upon Sharirika Bhasya. Then Bhattacharya kahe न बुझी हेन ज्ञान आर बुझीवार लगी सेह पूछे पुनर्वार. Sarvam Bhattacharya replied, I accept that you do not understand. It's all right. I know that you do not understand because you have no knowledge like me. Yet even one who does not understand inquires about the subject matter. At least you would be inquiring, you would be asking questions, but you are remaining silent. You are sitting idle without asking any question to me. How can I understand that you are not able to understand? Huh? Like a great Vedanti Sarvam Bhattacharya is instructing. तुम्हें सुनी सुनी रहा मौन मत मात्र धरी हृदय की अच्छे तुम्हारा बुझते न पारी. You are hearing again and again. I am repeatedly speaking the truth. Yet you keep silent. I can't understand what is actually within your mind. Whether your mind is bewildered, perplexed, you are attacked by material agonies and worries, or you are infatuated by any material attraction. Your mind is wandering here and there. I do not understand why you are sitting here. So, Sarvam Bhattacharya is reacting. Prabhu kahe sutrera artha bujiye nirmala tumhara bhakhya suni mana hayata vikala. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed his mind saying, I can understand the meaning of each sutra very clearly, but your explanations have simply agitated my mind. Means you are not correctly explaining all the verses. Your explanation is erroneous. Your explanation is tainted with Mayavad philosophy. Concocted conception you are presenting, but all those verses have their respective clear meanings. Right? Caution, heart stroke, threw an atom bomb towards whom? Sarvam Bhattacharya. Oh, Baba. Then what reaction? Is coming. Sutrera Arthavasya Kahe काशिया तुम्ही भाष्य कथा सूत्रेर अर्थ छादिया. The meaning of the aphorisms in the Vedanta Sutra contain clear purports in themselves. Vedanta Sutra is very transparent and clear, but other purports you presented simply covered the meaning of the sutras like a cloud. But what you are presenting? Your presentation has no clarity, no clear understanding. You are confusing everything, concealing the original truth. The Mahaprabhu is reacting. Then, Sutrera Mukhya Artha Nakaraha Dakhyana Kalpanarthe Tumitaha Kara Achadana. You do not explain the direct meaning of Brahma Sutras. Indeed, it appears that your business is to cover the real meaning. Oh, now Mahaprabhu said, oh, your business, because you are a Mayavadi philosopher, your business is to conceal the real meaning of the Vedanta Sutra or Brahma Sutra. Right? That's why I am not clearly understanding. Whatever you are speaking, your presentation is not fair, is not clear in its proper meaning. Upanishad sabde mukhya artha haya sei artha mukhya vyasa sutra sabakaya. The Vedanta Sutra is summary of all the Upanishads. Therefore, whatever direct meaning is there in the Upanishads is also recorded in the Vedanta Sutra or Vyasa Sutra. Because Vyasadeva compiled Vedanta Sutra in aphorism forms. You do know the evolution of Vedic wisdom? How initially it was? Puranas, Upanishads. Thereafter what happened? Puranas, Upanishads. Then Mahabharata was written. Mahabharata. Bhagavad Gita is a part of Mahabharata. From Vanna Parva. There are many purposes in Mahabharata. Bhagavad Gita is part of that. Thereafter Bhagavad Gita is called Panchamveda. Thereafter Vedanta Sutra was compiled. After Vedanta Sutra was expanded, commented by Vyasadeva into Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam is the crux, is the cream of whole Vedic science. If one reads Bhagavatam, automatically devotional service manifests in his heart. That is the higher version of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Gita is a set of instructions imparted by Lord Krishna to Arjuna. But Bhagavatam is the different pastimes, the different glories of the devotees of the Lord, how devotional service can be executed, complete comprehensive description about devotional service. That's why it is advised and instructed to all the devotees to read Bhagavatam, to hear Bhagavatam and recite Bhagavatam. Because Bhagavatam is the direct manifestation of the Lord, direct manifestation of Lord Krishna. We have to associate with Bhakta Bhagavat and Grantha Bhagavat. Bhakta Sangha means what? Bhaktas are of two classes, Bhakta Bhagavat, Grantha Bhagavat. Bhakta Bhagavat means the devotee Bhagavat. Grantha Bhagavat means the book Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam itself. If we will associate with these two classes of devotees, then we can successfully execute or perform devotional service, and ultimately we will achieve the highest perfection of life. That he is speaking to, explaining to, yes, Satyana Mahaprabhu is continuing, Satyana Mahaprabhu is explaining to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Because you are concealing the original meaning of the aphorisms, the sutras, Vedanta sutras. Because your idea is tainted with Mayavad philosophy. Mayavad philosophy means what? We are equal with the Lord. We will emerge into effulgence of the Lord. There are two effulgences. Effulgence means the light that radiates from the body of the Lord and the Lord himself. Lord means Vishnu, form of the Lord, means Narayana, form of the Lord, four-handed form of the Lord. So there are two aspirations. The Jnanis aspire to emerge into the effulgence of the Lord, and the yogis, Ashtanga yogis, governed by Patanjali school, they desire to emerge into Narayan form of the Lord, means the body of the Lord. So their ultimate destination is Paramatma. And the ultimate destination of the Jnani is Brahman. That we know. But the ultimate destination of the devotees is Lord Krishna himself, Bhagavan. So these are different types of transcendental realizations we have studied, and again we are repeating, right? That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is explaining to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. What is his defect in presenting Vedanta Sutra to him? That's why he did not properly understand. Any question from Vishnunath ji?
Vedanta Sutra written by Vyasadeva or Shankaracharya?
Vyasadeva. Vedanta Sutra, all the Vedic literatures were written by Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is the compiler of all the Vedic literatures. Shankaracharya commented upon that. Vedanta Sutra commented explanations. That is Sharirika Bhasya by Shankaracharya. Again Vyasadeva expanded himself. He expanded Vedanta Sutra into Bhagavatam. Vedanta Sutra you cannot understand. Atha Brahma Jigyasa. What can you understand? Atha Brahma Jigyasa means therefore we have to understand who we are. Brahma Jigyasa means we are souls, not these bodies. This is in Sutra form, Mahapurijim form. Sutra. Small words. Atha Brahma Jigyasa. Aham Brahmasmi. In these forms. Okay. That is very difficult. That was expanded because that is a Vedanta Sutra means what? That is a small literature. That was expanded in Bhagavatam. 18,000 verses, big volumes. That was expanded. It is easier for anyone to understand. You can't understand Vedanta Sutra because it is very cryptic and very short in its presentation. That's why it was expanded. And the same Vedanta Sutra was commented by Shankaracharya, writing Sharirika Bhasya, which is a Mayavadi philosophy. Okay. Then मुख्यार्थ छाड़िया कर गौणार्थ कल्पना अविद्यावृत्ति छाड़ी कर शब्दर लक्षण. What Mahaprabhu is questioning? Mahaprabhu is not instructing to Sarvabhauma what mistakes you have committed. Right? Ignoring the direct meaning of every verse without proper interpretation, you are presenting imaginations, imaginary philosophies. So your presentation is not clear and fair in its proper understanding. Pramanera madhya sutti, pramana pradhana sutti mukhyartha kahe. Sei se parama. What are the different types of sources by which we gain knowledge? We have studied. What are those? Pratyakya praman, anuman, then itihas, sabda praman, sabda sutti. Sutti because Vedic science is called either sutti or smruti. Sutti means in the ancient age, sages were remembering what their spiritual masters were speaking. They were remembering, they are not forgetting. But in this iron age of Kali, people used to forget. Then Vyasadeva, by becoming exceptionally merciful, wrote in books, scriptures, which we are reading. That is also called smruti. We are memorizing, we are keeping in memory, and we are just discussing, reciting those from our memories. I had studied some verses, I have memorized, I am presenting. But in the old age, they were only remembering. There was no need to again look into the book. memory was so sharp. So both Shruti and Smriti, they are Vedic literatures. Although there is other evidence, the evidence given in Vedic version, Shabda Praman. Vedic version is Shabda Praman, because that is flowing from the lotus mouth of the Lord. Dharmam tu Sakyat Bhagavat Pranitam. I am the compiler of Vedas. Krishna is speaking Vedas. Krishna gave it to Brahma first. Then now Brahma Hrudaya Adi Kavaye. Krishna gave it to Arjun. After, whenever it was, when the disciplic succession was destroyed, Krishna again revived by speaking it to Arjun again. He had spoken it earlier. Vibhaswan, the sun god. It was spoken to Ikshvaku, then to Manu Maharaj. In the disciplic succession, this knowledge came. And again, whenever that was broken, the disciplic succession was broken, again Krishna spoke it to Arjun. Vibhaswana, Prabhu, Praktavana, Eva Prabhu. We have studied Bhagavad Gita. He had spoken it to Brahma. Then Brahma spoke it to Narad. So Krishna also spoke it to Lord Shiva. Right? So this Vedic knowledge comes from the Lord himself. Lord is the source of Vedic knowledge. So, but you are not properly presenting. Mahaprabhu is speaking. Mahaprabhu is speaking. Jivera asti vistadui sankha gomaya Shruti vakya seidui mahapavitra haya. So here Mahaprabhu is giving an example. Veda speaks that though Shankha means conceal. Shankha is the bone of an aquatic animal. How the bone of an aquatic animal is used in devotional service? Because the bone of animal we never use in auspicious activities. But Shastra speaks that we are believing upon the Shastric rules. Shastra speaks that is auspicious. Conceal. Krishna was blowing conceal. Then Pitama Bhisma, all the Pandavas blew conceal before the war started. Then Pitama Bhisma also blew conceal. Duryodhana also blew conceal. So conceal is usually blown before any auspicious activity. Because that is the Vedic injunction. We do not argue, why that can be used, why Shastra speaks so. Because that is written in Shastra. And Gomaya means cow dung. Cow dung is very auspicious. We are using in all auspicious spiritual activities, cow dung. Cow dung, a dung, waste product. How can we use what we are using? Because that is the Shastric instruction. Similarly, whatever is written in Shastra, we have to simply admit and apply in our lives without logical argument. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is explaining to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sattva Pramana Veda Satya Ekaya Lakshana Karila Sata Pramanya Hanihaya. The Vedic statements are self-evident. Whatever is stated there must be accepted. Yes. Vedic statements are the direct emanations, the direct statements of the Lord. So we should not argue, we should not question upon the Lord's statement. We have to simply accept. If we interpret according to our own imagination, the authority of the Vedas is immediately lost. Yeah. Because if we apply our material mindset, our material understanding, then the meaning will be concocted. The meaning will be contaminated. The original meaning of the Vedas will be destroyed. So you are speaking in that way. By polluting, by contaminating the original meaning of Vedanta. Vyasa Sutrera Artha Eiche Suryara Kirana Sokolpita Bhasya Meghe Kare Achadana. Right? As sunshine is clouded, sun is clouded by the cloud. Cloud covers the sun. So sun ray does not freely come. Similarly, as you are contaminating the true purport of Vedanta, so its clear meaning is not obvious. Its clear meaning is not understood by me. That is speaking. Mahaprabhu, Veda Purana Kahe Brahma Nirupana Sei Brahma Brihat Vastu Ishvara Lakshana. All the Vedas and literature that strictly follows the Vedic principles explain that the Supreme Brahman is the absolute truth, the greatest of all, and the feature of the Supreme Lord. Supreme Brahman means Lord. Brahman word is used in many purposes. There are many synonyms of the Brahman. Body, you can call body Brahman, Atma Brahman, Paramatma also Brahman. So we'll read, we'll study that how many synonyms are there of Brahman. Brahman, Supreme Brahman is Lord Himself, absolute truth. Krishna, Bhagavan iti sabdate, Brahmati Paramatmati, Bhagavan iti sabdate. So Lord is realized in three different realizations. Brahman realization, Paramatma realization, Bhagavan realization. Brahman realization is the relation of the Gyanis, Paramatma realization is the relation of the Yogis, and Bhagavan realization is the relation of the devotees. That is the highest relation of all the transcendentalists. All the transcendentalists. There are different classes of transcendentalists. Gyanis are also transcendentalists. And yogis are also transcendentalists. Because it may be partial, still they are going in the same direction of the devotees. Devotees reach the highest destination, but they go in the same way and achieves partial achievements in their lives. Am I correct or not? Suppose one is traveling to Delhi. One reaches Delhi. His journey is successful. Someone was also going with him in the same train. But he went to Kharagpur. He did not reach Delhi. But he was going in the same line. Someone was going before Kharagpur. What is the station? Any other station before Kharagpur. He got down. But he was going in the same line towards Delhi. But those two persons did not reach Delhi. Similarly, the Gyani, they also go in the same line of a devotee. But whatever destination the devotee achieves, the Gyani does not achieve. Similarly, a yogi also travels in the same line, in the same journey of a devotee, but he does not achieve the ultimate destination of life. Still, they are also called transcendentalists or spiritualists. They cannot be rejected or neglected. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu strictly stated that we will not associate with them. We will only associate with devotees of Krishna, not with others. They may be transcendentalists, whatever it may be, but we cannot associate with them because they may spoil your spiritual life. What is the instruction of Lord Chaitanya? Asatsanga tyagi Vaishnavachar. Asatsanga tyaga Vaishnavachar. What is achar? What is the attribute? What is the characteristic of a Vaishnava? What? Stri Sangi, Asadu, Krishna Avaktar. They who are the Stri Sangi, they who associate with the women most of the time. preaching, what for preaching purposes? You may misunderstand. Means for preaching purposes, for devotional services, it is fine. You can associate. But one has to carefully also associate. Right? But they who usually associate the women for materialistic activities. So what is their desire and intention? Obviously different. Sense gratification. We have to avoid their association. Asadhu means, sadhu, who is called a sadhu? He who does not follow Vedic rules. Vedic rules means not Karma Kanda Vedas we are speaking about. Vedic rules mean Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavad Gita. That you have to understand in that way. Veda means vast chapter. So we have to crystallize the favorable factors for Krishna Bhakti from the Veda. That is Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Vedanta Sutra, we cannot understand. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam are the crystallized, condensed substance of a whole Vedic wisdom. They who do not follow Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam are asadhu. Krishna Bhakta, they who are not the devotees of Krishna. Whatever they may do, they may be worshippers of Lord Shiva, Brahma, other demigods, other Babas, Matas, whatever they may do. If they are not the devotees of Krishna, we have to avoid their associations. Stri Sangi, Asadhu, Krishna, Abhakta. So this is the foremost attribute of a Vaishnava. Suppose someone will ask you a question, who is a Vaishnava? What is your answer? You will give your answer according to your understanding. Referring to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's statement, you will immediately answer. What will you give the answer? Asatsanga Tyagavai Vaishnava Achar, Stri Sangi Asadhu Krishna Abhakta. He is called a Vaishnava. Vaishnava means devotee of Vishnu. Devotee of Krishna. That was his answer. Then, what is your question?
Preaching karibo. Direct no jane devotee ହେଇଥିବ ସଂଘ ସହିତ ସଂଘ କରିକି ତାକୁ
Please repeat what you are speaking.
तो असत संग त्याग कले जणକୁ devotee କେମିତି ବନେଇବ?
No. See, that is a very, very mysterious question. First of all, we have to associate the devotees for our advancement in Krishna consciousness. Suppose I am preaching. Yes. I disseminated the message of Krishna consciousness. Many devotees applied in their lives, many did not apply. But I did not have an intention to associate with women repeatedly, right? Because I do not know the standard. I am preaching how they are applying in their lives, how they are practicing Krishna consciousness. That is best known to them. But I have to develop myself also in my devotional career. Because unless I am secured in my devotional position, then what will happen to me? Meaning what it is said that one should be very much careful and cautious in one's devotional activities. For the preaching purposes, it is fine. What you are asking. For the preaching purposes, it is fine. But you have to also carefully preach. One should not associate with women, because women and men, they belong to opposite sex. So during course of preaching also, by physical association, there may be miscarriage of devotional life. Because Bharat Maharaj had also fallen down from Bhava stage. And Vishwamitra is a great sage. He was also intercepted, he was also attracted. Brahma was also attracted, but Haridas Thakur was protected because he was such an exalted devotee. So that's why, whatever may be, brahmacharis are not allowed to mix with women. Why? Why that rule had been made? If you will try to strictly understand, they are teaching in a group, in a congregation, in an audience they are teaching. Are they associating the women by traveling to their houses? In the congregation chatting that Mataji was doing well, but Bhakti very sincere, I will go to her house to preach her personally. Are they going? They will not go. That's why there are some precautionary measures. Because devotional life is very, very delicate and subtle life. It should not be so capriciously used or utilized. If one falls down from devotional life, okay, there will be a great loss. So what we have learned? So one should be very, very careful to minimize one's association with women, most particularly. But for teaching purposes, for teaching of Krishna consciousness, it is fine. But here it is stated by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that is for materialistic purposes. They were used to mix with women most of the time. But for preaching, but still for preaching purposes, one should be careful. You have to keep in mind. Though it is a preaching purpose, still there is chance of falling down. So one should keep oneself in a safe and secure situation, or else his devotional career will be entirely spoiled and destroyed. And why? He sacrificed so many things. He sacrificed everything of his life. He accepted spiritual master, promised and determined to be 100% Krishna conscious. Why on the halfway of his life he will be destroyed? Why he will associate? Right. That's why association with women is very, very sensible. So one should be very, very careful. Okay, it's all right.
भगवान अनुभूति ब्रह्मन परमात्मा डायरेक्ट भगवान अनुभूति हबो ना जने ज्ञानी तब जोगी तापरे
No, you cannot be directly Krishna conscious. You can directly realize Lord. Direct realization. Narada was not a Jnani. From the very beginning of his life, he was a devotee. Prahlad Maharaj was also a devotee. But Sukadeva Goswami was a Jnani. Chatur Kumaras, they were Jnanis. Chatur Kumaras were attracted by the flowers and Tulsi offered to the lotus feet of the Lord. They were attracted and they became devotees. Sukadeva Goswami was also a Jnani. He was son of Vasudev. But he, after seeing the Lord, he became a devotee. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is speaking 7.19. What Krishna is speaking? Bahunang janmanang ante, jnanavan mang prapadante. Jnani, after traveling millions life forms, a Jnani recognizes me. Jnani surrenders unto my lotus feet. Chaturvidha bhajante mam, jana sikurtin Arjuna. Jigyasu arthat Jnani cha bharatarsava. So Jnani also surrenders. But after Jnani, When Jnani elevates to higher stage, he's a devotee. What is the highest stage of life? Devotee. Jnani. He surrenders and gradually becomes a devotee by associating with other devotees. By devotee association, a Jnani also becomes, by association of devotees or by association of the Lord, a Jnani also becomes a devotee. Is it not? Vasudeva Sarvam Iti. In the next stanza, in the next sentence, what Krishna is speaking? Vasudeva Sarvam Iti Sam Mahatma Sudurlava. But he who says that Vasudev is the Sarvam Iti, so end of everything, cause of all causes, he is a devotee. He is very, very rarest. Again, in another verse, Krishna had spoken, Manusyanang sahasreshu kaschit yattati siddhaye yattatam api siddhanam kasminang vetti tattvataha. Right? Of millions of people, many practice for Siddhi means Siddhi, perfection, Siddhi, Ashtanga Yoga, yogis, Siddhi. Of millions of yogis, one can understand me in my proper perspective. Is a devotee. Whatever you may speak of Jnanis or yogis, millions of such Jnanis and yogis, one may become a devotee. So my devotee is rarest. Okay. You may be earlier a yogi or Jnani, you may be earlier Jnani or yogi and subsequently you may become a devotee. But initially you can also directly be a devotee. There are many examples and illustrations. Like Prahlad Maharaj, Narad, they were initial devotees. But Sukadeva Goswami, Chatur Kumar, they were Jnanis earlier and they became devotees later. After becoming devotees, everyone is same. There is no difference. That you were earlier Jnani and you now become devotee. No. Krishna is speaking. What speaking? Oh, but so much Gorian. He may be a dog eater. If he is becoming a devotee, he is glorious. So past cannot be introspected or cannot be examined. Once you become a devotee. Does it make sense, Mataji? Your answer is clear or anything more you want?
Clear.
निर्विशेष तारे कहे यही श्रुति गान प्राकृत निषेधि करे अप्राकृत स्थापन. Wherever there is an impersonal description in Vedas, the Vedas mean to establish that everything belonging to the Supreme Personality of God is transcendental and free of mundane characteristics. Impersonal. Right? Establish that everything belonging to Supreme Personality is transcendental and free of mundane characteristics. Yes. So there are impersonal conceptions and personal conceptions in Vedas. Personal conception is the proper science and impersonal conception is a confusing science. Okay, Lord is impersonal by his energy, but by his original constitutional position he is personal. But you are only speaking that he is impersonal. Every time you are speaking that he is impersonal. You people are not accepting that he is personal. Why you are not accepting that he is personal? Because you are what? You are sense enjoyers. You are every time planning to enjoy, to gratify your senses without performing devotional services. But what a devotee does? Devotee immediately serves the Lord. That is the beauty of his nature. He serves the Lord. He serves the senses of the Lord to satisfy the Lord. But you people, every time speak about impersonal conception of the Lord with a view to avoid devotional service. So you people are fool. That is speaking indirectly in this verse, impersonal description of Vedas, because you are contaminated with mundane philosophy's characteristics. God has no hands, legs like ours. Yes, He has no material legs and hands like ours. He has spiritual legs and hands. And Lord can perform any activity by any of His senses. परस्य शक्तिर विविधैव श्रूयते स्वाभाविक ज्ञान बल क्रिया च क्रिया एव च. Lord can, that is in Veda, Lord can perform any activity by any of His senses. He can eat prasadam offered to Him by means of His eyes. Can we eat by our eyes? Can we eat? Can we? He can impregnate. He can procreate. He can procreate by his eyes also. Because he glanced material nature was impregnated. Can we do? No. We are limited. He is unlimited. Lord has super consciousness. He is universal conscious. He is all potent. He is full of all opulences. Sadishcharya. He is unlimitedly, inconceivably powerful. So how Jivatma can be compared with the Lord? It is, we are part and parcel of Him. We have certain similar characteristics of the Lord. He is Lord. He is Vibhu. We are Anu. So it is impossible. So that's why the Mayavadi philosophy means philosophy of monism. Monism. We are equal with the Lord. The Brahmavadis, impersonalists, they are stupids. They are rascals and scoundrels. They do not know about the success of life. They are unaware of spiritual enjoyment. They only concern about material enjoyment, sense enjoyment. So, this has been expanded here. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is it's now chastising Sarvabhauma. Sarvabhauma Mahaprabhu. You are agitating Mahaprabhu's mind means you will understand who is Mahaprabhu. Then he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yaya Suter Jalpat Nirbisesam Sasabdidhate Sabisesam Eva Vichara Yogya Satyhanta Tasam Prayo Boliyah Sabisesam Eva. This is from Kavi Karnapura, Chaitanya Chandra Dayo Natak. Mahaprabhu is referring. Whatever Vedic mantras describe the absolute truth impersonally, only prove in the end that absolute truth is a person. The Supreme Lord is understood in two features, impersonal and personal. Lord is categorically explaining. Lord can be understood in two features. Okay, he is impersonal. He is impersonal by his energy. Brahman is his energy. Is flowing from the body of the Lord. Personal feature is, personal conception is Dhamna Sada Nirasta Kokam Satyang Parang Dhimai. He is present in his transcendental spiritual abode in his original form, his spiritual body, Satchit Anandamaya Vigraha. There is no doubt at all. You have not properly studied Vedas. You have partly understood Vedic rules, and therefore you are prophesizing that Lord is impersonal. You are revolving around only one conception every time. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is critically commenting. If one considers the personality, Supreme Personality of God in both features, he can actually understand the absolute truth. Yes, we are also admitting that Lord is impersonal. What is that? Impersonal conception of the Lord is what? Paramatma feature. Lord pervades everywhere. Sun ray is impersonal. Sun is not impersonal. Sun is personal. Sun has a feature. According to Veda, Sun is a god. Vibhaswan, Sun god, has a feature. But our scientists are saying that Sun is a planet. Sun is a star. Sorry, Sun is a star. But Sun is a Sun God is there. Everything is spiritualized, personalized in spiritual subject. So, Sun is personal, Sun God or Sun is personal, Sun ray is impersonal. Similarly, the Brahman that is flowing from the body of the Lord is impersonal. That is the energy of the Lord, and Lord is personal. But you people are speaking every time that Lord is impersonal. Right? So Lord can be realized in two different conceptions, features. If one considers the Supreme Personality God in both features, he can actually understand the absolute truth. He knows that the personal understanding is stronger. Personal understanding is stronger because in that process he serves the Lord. He offers different services. That is why personal conception is stronger than impersonal conception, because we see that everything is full of variety, variegatedness, varieties, different services. There are different activities to serve Krishna. No one can see anything that is not full of variety. Okay, that Mahaprabhu is arguing. Brahma hoite janme bisho brahmeta jivaya sei brahme punarapi hoye yalaya. Everything in the cosmic manifestation emanates from the absolute truth. We are studied in Ishopanishad also. What we are studying in Ishopanishad? Purnasya purnam adaya purnam eva avasishyate. Purnam idam. Lord is every time full. Is it not? Everything emanates from him. Ishabhasyam idam sarvam. Yat kinch jagatyam jagat. We studied in Ishopanishad. There is an Upanishad. Everything emanates from the Lord. Bhagavad Gita, Aham sarvasya prabhava matah sarvam pravartat. Everything emanates from me. So what is the confusion? It remains in the absolute truth. And after annihilation again, everything emerges in the body of the Lord, in the Mahavishnu. Because we are repeatedly manifesting, unmanifesting. Whenever we are unmanifesting, we are again resting into the body of the Lord. So that's it. Lord is everything, the reservoir of everything. We manifest and unmanifest. We are created. We are coming from the body of the Lord. And after annihilation, we are again emerging into the body of the Lord. So the Lord is the whole thing. In the universal form that was displayed by Lord Krishna to Arjuna, what he showed? Nothing is without me. I am everything. I am universal, tremendously large. There is nothing without me. Everything is within me. What are the purpose? What we are not practicing Krishna consciousness. Right? It is our what? It is our unfortune. We are unfortunate. That's why if one is intelligent, he must practice Krishna consciousness. Lord Chaitanya is continuing. Next we will continue in the next class. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's preaching is going on. Okay. So this is 143 verse number. We will continue from 144 onwards. Any question or comments? Or no one will give an answer like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Sarvam Bhattacharya will shout, why After hearing 7 days, you are simply silent. Amar Prabhu, you are missing some classes. Not so easy to understand because this is a continuous syllabus. If any of the classes will be lost, one can't so easily understand. That's why, though difficult, still you can understand part of it, but you have to concentrate upon Shastric studies and understanding, because Shastra will empower our devotional service. This is Grantha Bhagavat Sangha. Okay, anyway. But you have interest for study, next class onwards will be regularly hearing. Then any other question from others? No question means?
ବୁଝଉଛନ୍ତି ସାର୍ବଭୌମ ଭଟ୍ଟାଚାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ସବୁ ଭାଗବତଙ୍କର କଥା ସବୁ ବୁଝଉଛନ୍ତି। ଭାଗବତଙ୍କର କଥା ସବୁ ମହାପ୍ରଭୁ ବୁଝଉଛନ୍ତି ସାର୍ବଭୌମ ଭଟ୍ଟାଚାର୍ଯ୍ୟ।
See, Mahaprabhu is Lord himself, and he appeared, manifested in form of Radharani. So Radharani will definitely speak about bhakti, or what? The science of bhakti. And science of bhakti is encapsulated, is written in Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. It is the crux of the Vedas. Or she will speak Karma Kanda. She will speak impersonal conception. She will speak about bhakti only. Because now she is Radharani, Mahaprabhu is now Radharani, a devotee. He is Krishna, he will speak, teach about bhakti, the science about bhakti. In Bhagavatam, bhakti had been expanded. In the entire Bhagavatam speaks about bhakti. But if you read Veda, oh Baba, you will be mad. Many descriptions are written there. Veda means what? Veda. Karma
To know Krishna.
Kanda, demigod worship is described. Upasana Kanda, Jnana Kanda.
Prabhu, ଆପଣ କହିଥିଲେ to know Krishna. Veda.
Yes, Prabhu. Oh, yes. So Veda, there are many descriptions in Vedas. Fruitive activities, sacrifices, demigod worships, Upasana Kanda, Jnana Kanda. There are many. Is it not? Karma Kanda, Jnana Kanda, Upasana Kanda. Veda means 1 lakh verses, approximately 90,000 verses. Karma Kanda, Jnana Kanda, Upasana Kanda. 2,000 verses only bhakti. Can you find from Veda about bhakti? You will drown there. You will drown in the ocean of what? Yes, ocean of mundane philosophies, ordinary knowledge. 2,000 verses only. So that was prepared by Vyasadeva in Vedanta Sutra, but Vedanta Sutra was also written in aphorism form. That was also very difficult to understand. Then he expanded in Bhagavatam. If you read Bhagavatam, every thing speaks about bhakti. Every word, every sentence, every page of Bhagavatam. What? Bhakti. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is preaching Bhagavatam. Sarva Bhattacharya. Okay.
Prabhu, ମୋର ଗୋଟେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ ଥିଲା।
Okay, yes.
ହରେ କୃଷ୍ଣ ଗୁରୁ ଦଣ୍ଡବତ ପ୍ରଣାମ। ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ମାନେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ଚୈତନ୍ୟ ମହାପ୍ରଭୁ କହୁଥିଲେ କି ସାର୍ବଭୌମ ଭଟ୍ଟାଚାର୍ଯ୍ୟ କହିଲେ ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ମାନେ ଲେଖୁଥିଲା ମାନେ କିଏ ଲେଖିକି ରଖୁଥିଲା ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ଏତେ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ମାନେ
Sure, bro. This conversation, all the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had been recorded by Swarup Damodar Goswami, Swarup Damodar. Raya Ramanand, Swarup Damodar. They were two associates of Lord Chaitanya. They were Lalita and Vishakha in Krishna Lila. So Swarup Damodar, Murari Gupta was also some say that he was Hanuman in Lord Ram's incarnation. Murari Gupta was also a staunch devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So they had prepared their diaries, and from those diaries, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami depicted, delineated in Chaitanya Charitamrita.
ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ତାହେଲେ ସେ ଡାଇରୀରୁ ସବୁ କଲେକ୍ଟ ହେଇଛି ପ୍ରଭୁଜୀ
Diary, yes. We will read here in Adilila that is written. Diary, Murari Gupta's diary, Swarup Damodar's diary, he had collected. And many from his own devotional experiences, because Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is a disciple of Raghunandan Goswami. Swarup from Raghunandan Goswami had also shared his knowledge and experiences, and Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami had also written from his spiritual master's knowledge and instructions. So in this way, Chaitanya Charitamrita was compiled by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami.
Finally compiled by Krishna Kaviraj Goswami.
Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Krishna Das, was the disciple of Raghunadas Goswami. Raghunadas Goswami was one of the Sada Goswamis. Rup Sanatan, Raghunath Das, Raghunath Bhatt, Jiva Goswami, Gopal Bhatt Goswami.
ଏ ଯେଉଁ ଚୈତନ୍ୟ ଚୈତନ୍ୟ ମଧ୍ୟ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କ'ଣ ଆଦି ଅଛି ନା କ'ଣ
ଆଦି Madhya, Antya. There are different pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu demonstrated his pastimes for 48 years. 48 years. 48 years he emerged into the body of Lord Jagannath, as we say. So because he disappeared from this world. So he exhibited his pastimes for 48 years. At the age of 24, he accepted sannyas. He accepted sannyas. Then 6 years he in Jagannath temple he exhibited pastimes for 18 years. Jagannath temple. 6 years he went to southern region, southern part of India, to preach Krishna consciousness and deliver all fallen souls there. 6 years, 18 years, Jagannath temple, 18 plus 6 is 24, and at the age of 24 he took sannyas. So 24 plus 24 is 48 years.
जो 6 years गले साउथ इंडिया माने को जगह
South India most particularly that is the place called that what place? I had forgotten the name of that place. Kaviraj Nagar, no, Kabipur.
माने सेठ भी टेंपल अछि गुडा से
in southern Sri Rangan temple Mahaprabhu had also visited. There are also, yes, Mahaprabhu had visited that temple, there is evidence. And Sri Rangan temple, other temples, there, we said, it is Kabinagar, etc. Yesterday we were also studying that word. Bhavinagar. There are different places in South India. Lord Chaitanya stayed there, and he preached Krishna consciousness very rigorously in South India, not in Navadvip Dham. Lord Chaitanya did not preach Krishna consciousness in Navadvip Dham, where he was born. That Navadvip Dham did not preach. He preferred to preach Krishna consciousness in South India.
Vrindavan Ashtanti.
He had visited, but he stayed here in Puri due to the request of his mother Sachi Mata. Because Sachi Mata requested Chaitanya to stay nearer to his house. Initially, he was planning to go to Vrindavan. He sent all the Goswamis to Vrindavan to explore the pastimes of Lord Krishna, and he himself performed many leelas in Jagannath temple. And 6 years by traveling South India. We will read, gradually we read. And there was South India tour. That is, yes, in this Madhya Lila. And Apta Lila is Mahabhav pastimes. Anta Lila. And Adi Lila, many teachings. His teachings to Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. Everything in this way, Chaitanya Charitamrita is organized in 3 parts. Adi, Madhya, and Antya.
ଆଦି ମଧ୍ୟ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କ'ଣ କହିଲେ?
Antya.
He disappeared Tota Gopinath, Prabhu.
Tota Gopinath pastimes also there. Tota Gopinath pastimes.
ପ୍ରଭୁ ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ପୁରୀର ଯେଉଁ ଗୋଟେ ମାତା ମଠ ଅଛି ସେଇଠି କ'ଣ ଆସିଥିଲେ କୃଷ୍ଣ ନା ଚୈତନ୍ୟ ମହାପ୍ରଭୁ ଯାଇଥିଲେ ନା?
Matta Motha. I have no knowledge about that. Matta Motha.
ସେଇଠି ଗୋଟେ ବଡ଼
ଗୋଟେ Hardas Thakur's cottage is there, but Matta Motha might have come, but here I had not found so far Chaitanya Charitamrita. We have to examine this point.
ମାତା ମଠ ଆମେ ଯାଇଥିଲୁ, ବହୁତ ଲୋକ ସେଠି ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି, ମାନେ ପୁରୀଠୁ 60 କିଲୋମିଟର୍ସ ଡିଷ୍ଟାନ୍ସ, 18 କିଲୋମିଟର କେତେ, କିନ୍ତୁ ମାନେ ଚୈତନ୍ୟ ମହାପ୍ରଭୁଙ୍କର ସେଠି ବହୁତ ହେଇଛି କ'ଣ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ସେଠି ଯାଇଥିଲେ ନା କ'ଣ? ଏଇଠି ଯେଉଁ 18 ବର୍ଷ ରହିଲେ ପ୍ରଭୁ, 18 ବର୍ଷ ଯେଉଁ ରହିଲେ ମାନେ କୋଉଠି ରହିଲେ? Only Jagannath Mandir temple.
Alarnath, Jagannath temple, Alarnath, etc. Hardas Thakur's that Siddha Vakul is a tree there. Siddha Vakul tree, Hardas Thakur's kutir is there. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's place, adjoining Puri locality, and he had gone to Alarnath. Then many jubilant pastimes performed there. Sorry. In Jagannath temple, and he manifested to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya Sadabhuja Avatar. Then in this chapter we will study. Yes, chapter is going on. This chapter. Then we will go to, after conversation between Raya Raghunandan and himself, then he travels to South India. Okay,
Prabhu.
We'll study, Prabhu. Yes, Vishwanath, you have a question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, pranam. Naki Mataji. ଚୈତନ୍ୟ ମହାପ୍ରଭୁ ଆଉ ରାମାନନ୍ଦ ସ୍ୱାମୀଙ୍କ ଯୋଉ କନଭରସେସନ ହେଇଥିଲା କୃଷ୍ଣଙ୍କ କଥା, ସେଇଟା କୋଉଠି ହେଇଥିଲା? ମାଡ୍ରାସରେ କି ଏଠି ପୁରୀରେ?
Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya informed him in South India tour.
Ramananda Rai
Because yes, Ramananda Rai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Ramananda Rai that I have come to meet you. Is it not? Because Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya informed about you to me. When you will come to that Vidyanagar, that one, whenever you will come to that place, you must meet Rai Ramanand. Therefore, I have come here to meet you. Understanding or not? So the conversation between Rai Ramanand and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not in temple, is not in Puri temple. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had gone there to place of Rai Ramanand. Because I am going in a zigzag way. That's a confusion. After I taught Rai Ramananda's conversation, then I returned back. That is the problem. Between Rai Ramanand and Ramanand Rosmal. Tour to South India. Lord's tour to South India. After that, he met Rai Ramanand. During his tour to South India, I told you, Gauranga, Rai Ramananda Rai. He empowered Mahaprabhu. He met Rai Ramanand. Where? He met Rai Ramanand. Here it is in Vaishnavi, dancing Mahaprabhu. Sannyasi. When Rai Ramanand saw wonderful sannyasi, he was struck with. Godavari River, on the bank of Godavari River. Understood, Mataji?
Again.
Vinay Mataji.
Again.
During his tour to South India, that is Vidyanagar, the place. I studied in the purport, but I am not pointing out where it is written. Rai Ramanand. Vidyanagar. Yes. It is written, chapter 8, summary. Banks of river Godavari. Visiting temple of Jivardhan Rishi. Jivardhan Rishi temple was there. To a place known as Vidyanagar. Rai Ramanand went there to take his bath. Because there is river Godavari. So Vidyanagar, they met each other. Understood? Vinay Mataji understood. So thereafter conversation took place. Then
जो राय रामानंद ये माने साउथ इंडिया रो प्रभुजी
Rai Ramananda was governor of Madras.
ଓହୋ
He was governor.
ସେ ଗୋଦାବରୀ ନଦୀ ତଟର ଯେଉଁ ବିଦ୍ୟାନଗର ଯେଉଁଟା କହିଲେ ସେଇଟା କେଉଁ ଜିଲ୍ଲାର ମାନେ ଆନ୍ଧ୍ରପ୍ରଦେଶର
Jilla Vidyanagar is a place in South India that is
ଆମର ଯେମିତି
Jihad
ପୁରୀ
Nursing Temple nearby.
ଆମର ଯେମିତି ପୁରୀ ଫେମସ୍ ସେମିତି
Vidyanagar, not Dham, that's a place.
ପ୍ଲେସ୍
That's a place where
ସେ ରାମାନନ୍ଦ ରାୟଙ୍କୁ ମେଟ୍
Ramananda was staying, so he had come there to take bath. The river Godavari, and Lord Chaitanya met him. Right, okay, anyway, thank you all for joining the class.
ହରିଦାସ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ନିଜସ୍ୱ ଘର ପୁରୀରେ ଥିଲା ନା ସେ ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ସମୟରେ ପୁରୀ ରହିଥିଲେ?
Haridas Thakur's birthplace is in a place in Navdeep Dham. Advaita Acharya's place, Shantipur. Shantipur, his birthplace name is, I have forgotten, Haridas Thakur's birthplace name. But he subsequently came to Puri, Purushottam Dham. And he was staying in Haridas Kutir. Now it is called Haridas Kutir. There is a Siddha Vakul trees there. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was every day going to give his darshan to Haridas Thakur. Because Haridas Thakur was not allowed to enter Jagannath temple. As he was a Yavan. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Lord Jagannath himself. He was giving his darshan to him every day. But his birthplace is not in our state. His birthplace is a place in Navdeep.
ହରିଦାସ ଠାକୁର ଯେଉଁ ଯିଏ ନାମାଚାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ନା ପ୍ରଭୁଜୀ
Namacharya means Haridas Thakur is Namacharya. So chanting the holy name is the greatest devotional activity. Now Lord Chaitanya will speak. Please wait in the next class. You will hear. Okay.
ଚୈତନ୍ୟ ମହାପ୍ରଭୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖା କରିବାକୁ
Thank you all. Time is over.
ଓକେ ପ୍ରଭୁ ମହାପ୍ରଭୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖା କରିବାକୁ ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି ଶ୍ରେଷ୍ଠ ଭକ୍ତ
Yes. Yes. Yes, Allah, thank you all for joining the class. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Jai. Chaitanya Charitamrita ki.
জয়
Goswami Vrinda ki.
জয়
Jai Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki.
জয়
Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki.
জয়
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Guru Gauranga. Hare Krishna.
Recording